Hello, my name is Tanika Little, and I want to talk to you about the nursing scope of practice. To start off, I want to talk about the nursing board, which is governed by different nurses, and the rules and laws, and it regulates the laws and rules, and it varies state by state. The nursing board, they certify you for your position to work in the healthcare. You have to go in front of them and test out your skills and what you learn to see if you're competent to get your certification or your license. And when you get your license, you'll be able to work in the field you want to. And when you get a certification, it is a specific skill set, like being a certified med tech. And for experience-wise, for the nursing board, it usually takes for beginning nurses, they will say 0 to 4 years, you're still getting the hang of being an RN. And 5 years and plus, you are a competent nurse, you know what's going on, and you have a lot of experience. For the scopes of practice, I want to go over some of the do's and some of the don'ts. Some of the do's is that you do provide perioperative care, and you give wound care, and you collect specimens, like collecting urine or picking up blood from the lab and just transferring things back and forth. And to go in detail about preoperative care, that's when you take care of the patient before he is operated on. Some of the don'ts you don't do is develop care plans. That's out of your scope of practice because you don't have a lot of experience and skill to handle that, and that's left up to the doctors and the nurses. For the diagnosing illnesses, that's left for the doctors. That's outside our scope of range as well. And reporting observations to a physician, we don't do that either because we're supposed to report to the RN, and the RN can see what they can do before it's referred to the doctor, which is what they do. And with that comes a standard of care, which is what is expected of an average healthcare worker by their education and experience. Standard of care depends on what facilities you work at, and it's very important, and it's something you should really follow, because if you don't follow the standards of care for your facility, you can end up making mistakes, which would be like negligence and malpractice. But negligence, that's when it's an accident. You might have forgot to do something, or you didn't do something right, and it can cause harm to you or a healthcare worker or the patient. With malpractice, that's when you don't follow the procedure step by step of how to take care of them. You just skip the step, and the patient might have gotten hurt. So it's very important to go by the standards of care to not make mistakes, to keep you and the patient safe. That's why it's there. And for standards of care, it's always changing because there's new technology, and things are always changing in the medical field, because with the internet, information is transferred faster and faster to each other instead of going by mail and everything. Information is just transferred at a fast pace, so you have to stay informed. You can do that by reading books, journals, magazines. You can sign up for newsletters and things, because it's really important to stay informed, because you don't want to make a mistake and lose your license, because you work really hard to get your license. And you work really hard, studied, busted your butt, had to probably miss some events, because being a nurse is kind of hard, and you have to make sacrifices. So, in conclusion, that's my speech. Thank you for listening.